reiterated what we say in P. There are there one from the skits that they performed. It was obvious that if Amankwa had any claim to any stool, maybe with the help of the rightful chief, he could be installed in Koswahi. For somebody who has brought Ubuntu to the nation or the community, if the community recognizes that what we give you is in Koswahi or in Koswahima, not the Omahine or the chief of the town, you have to come from a proper lineage to assume the position of a chief. Another thing that I want to say is that the Ashanti Regional President of the bar implored us to socialize and then enjoy the life in Kumasi. Yesterday I slept all by alone and all by myself. I have 2 more days to spend here, so maybe Nana didn't hear that. Your Royal Majesty, Opemsuo or say to Opemsuo Asantehene, the Honorable Chairperson, the Honorable Attorney General or his representative, the President of the Ghana Bar Association, Mrs. Ifwagati, my lords and ladies justices of the Superior Courts, may I specifically also mention the Lordship Justice A.J. Frimpong of the Supreme Court and Chairman of the Planning Committee of the Supreme Court at 150, and members of the Planning Committee, the Honorable Regional Minister Dr. Frank Amakohene, the President of the Ashanti Regional Bar, Mr. Kwame Oseche, Nananum, distinguished traditional leaders, members of the bench and bar, members of the academia, distinguished members of the security services and the RegSec, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Your Majesty, some places call us to speak, others call us to remember, but Manhyia asked us to do both. Because Manhyia is not merely a palace, it is a living archive of our people's memory. Its walls have witnessed generations come and go. They have seen triumph and sorrow, conflict and reconciliation, and those quiet moments when history turned on the wisdom of those entrusted with leadership. Here, yesterday is never entirely gone. It walks gently beside today and whispers to tomorrow. That is why it feels deeply fitting that as we mark 150 years of the Supreme Court of Ghana, one of our first major reflections should take place right here, not in a courtroom, but at Manhyia Palace. For before justice wore robes, it wore wisdom. Before judgments were printed in the law reports, they lived in the memories of elders. And before our courts stood in the stone and mortar, justice often sat under trees, where truth was patiently sought, wrongs carefully weighed, and peace restored. Not because one side had won, but because the community had been made whole again. The forms have changed, Your Majesty, but the calling has not. And it is at this meeting point that the Supreme Court and the institution of chieftaincy find each other. One speaks through the Constitution, the other through custom. One draws its authority from the Republic, the other from the deep wells of history. Yet both exist for the same enduring purpose: to preserve justice, secure peace, and protect the dignity of every person. Honorable Chair, 150 years ago, a seed was planted. Those who planted it could not have imagined us gathered here today beneath its branches. They simply believed that justice deserved an institution that could outlast any single generation. Those who came after watered that seed with learning, strengthened it with courage, pruned its leaves through difficult decisions, and shielded it when storms came. Slowly, it grew into a tree whose shade now stretches across our entire republic. We honor those who nurtured it, not because they were perfect, but because they understood that institutions must outlive individuals. Their greatest legacy was not just the judgments they wrote, but the character they gave this court. Every generation leaves its fingerprints on the institution it inherits. Some strengthens them, others weaken them. History always tells the difference. Our generation now holds both the privilege and the burden of stewardship. The baton is in our hands. We did not start this race, and we will not finish it. Our duty is to run faithfully, to preserve what must be preserved, to reform what needs reform, and to hand over a stronger court to those who will come after us. That is how great institutions endure. Your Majesty, the institution of chieftaincy understands this truth perhaps better than most. Its strength has never rested in age alone, but in its remarkable ability to carry yesterday into tomorrow, without letting yesterday imprison tomorrow, to remember without becoming rigid, to evolve without forgetting who we are, and to remain rooted while still reaching higher. Every enduring institution must constantly answer the same difficult question: how do we remain true to ourselves while becoming better? That question faces the judiciary today, just as it faces traditional authority. As we celebrate this milestone, we do not gather merely to admire how far we have come. Milestones may matter because they remind us how far we still have to go. The greatest chapter of the Supreme Court must never be the one already written. It must always be the next one. That is why today's lecture is so important. Its subject goes beyond law. It is about the continuing conversation between two ancient and respected institutions that have shaped the conscience of our nation. One has spoken through stools, the other through benches. Both have answered the same human longing, that justice must be stronger than power, that authority must answer to principle, and that no society can truly thrive unless its people believe fairness still has home among them. Now, as Chief Justice, I come today not only to celebrate the court's history, but to express deep respect for the enduring contribution of the institution of chieftaincy to the peace and stability of our republic. Many disputes that could have burdened our cause are resolved quietly in our community through wisdom, patience, and reconciliation. The law recognizes this rule, and our nation continues to benefit greatly from it. As we look to the next 150 years, I pray that these two great institutions will continue, each within its constitutional mandate, to strengthen one another in the common pursuit of justice. For justice has never belonged to judges alone. It belongs to the people. We only hold it in trust, and trust built over generations must be guarded with the greatest care. The greatest inheritance of the Supreme Court is not its buildings, nor its history, nor even its judgments. It is the confidence of the Ghanaian people, the quiet assurance that when they enter our courts, justice will not ask who they are before listening to what they have to say. May that confidence never fade away. May that trust never be betrayed. And may those who come after us find the tree still standing, its roots deeper, its branches wider, and its shade even more generous than when it was placed in our hands. Your Majesty, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I warmly welcome you to this important lecture and wish us all fruitful reflections. May God bless His Majesty Otumfuo to Opemsuo. May God bless the institution of chieftaincy. May God bless the Supreme Court of Ghana. And may God continue to bless our beloved homeland, Ghana. I thank you.